you so much indeed for joining us tonight, Chief Dele Momodu.
Good evening, Sheung from Lagos, and you are welcome back to the land of your forefathers. We were all worried when they said you were sacked, but we're happy that you are back.
Thank you so much indeed. Let me begin and take you up quickly on some of the content of your letter, of open letter to the president. And you told the president that you know him very well, is your friend, and also that you will tell him the truth. But there are those who have criticized you that you're probably speaking as though you are an opposition. You've worked in the PDP, you've worked for Atiku Abubakar, and that those in the APC will say, oh, Dele Momodu, hold on for a moment. Allow this president to settle down and get things done. There are those who believe that Bola Tinubu is fixing Nigeria and the fruit of his labor and his effort in governance will yield fruit. Have you listened to that narrative? And how do you reply to those?
Well, you've asked so many questions in one sentence. And my answer is very simple and straightforward. One, I did not say he is not trying. But what I'm suggesting is that there are some urgent steps I expected him to take, and those steps have not been taken. Those who say, oh, I should allow him to settle down. I've been in politics, analyzing politics in Nigeria since 1982, 42 years. And I can tell you that more often than not, the beginning always determines the end in Nigerian politics. I have no doubt in my mind that this government is not ready, and I will give you my reasons. But before I do that, let me tell you that one of the reasons it took me about a year plus to write this letter was that I listened to different people. There were people who called me directly. Some people called my family, say, oh, Tinubu is your friend. You were together in exile, and I appreciate all those sentiments. So you would have noticed that even my column on the back page of this day, I rested it in the last 1 year deliberately because I know I'll be tempted to write some things which some of these elders that I respect so much will frown at. And that's one of the reasons I didn't write anything. I remember a general, a retired general in particular, who called my wife and said, oh, no, Dele should leave Bola alone. I said, no, I'm not holding him. All I think I owe him is to tell him the truth. Let me tell you, I started my life from Ife. From reading Professor Wole Soyinka, you can see the book does not even have a cover. I bought this book in 1978 on 24th June. The man dies in all who keeps silent in the face of tyranny. So I have seen that this government would wish, if possible, to have a one-party state. So, but why did we go to exile? Why did people die for democracy? If at the end of the day, we're not going to practice democracy. Is it not hypocritical of me and the rest of us if we don't speak truth to our friend, which we were able to speak to Obasanjo, we were able to speak to Yar'Adua, we were able to speak to Jonathan, we were able to speak to Buhari. Even Buhari, who left power as an APC president, APC is attacking him today. So why should opposition logically not be able to speak truth to the APC ruling government? So that is where we are. And what did I say to him? That Nigeria is heading, one, in the wrong direction, heading into trouble. I saw what happened and still happening in Kenya. Oh, it's our leaders in their moment of giddiness who say, oh, it cannot happen here because you will apply ethnic coloration. We have a Yoruba president, whether we like it or not, he must do his 8 years. It's enough that he's fighting. It's the obedience. I mean, all these things we've heard before. It does not help a nation. So I expect the president to do the following. One, cut the waste. It is too much. It is gargantuan. I remember Chief M. Abiola used to say that there is enough for the need of every Nigerian, but there is not enough for the greed of some Nigerians. Nigeria, God has given Nigeria everything that we need to survive, and not just to survive, but to make progress. But unfortunately, some politicians are not ready. They are not prepared to downgrade their lifestyle. And I keep telling them, if you know that politics is not profitable for you, you can go back to your business. I've been doing my own little business. I'm a man of modest income. I've never been in government. Tinubu was governor for 8 years in Lagos. Did you see me there? I didn't ask for appointment. Buhari that I supported, after 2 months, I saw he was going nowhere. Immediately I apologized to Nigerians. And so why should I now keep quiet and not be able to talk to my own friend and my own brother? And some people say, oh, well, you could have requested for an appointment to see him. I said, no, I will not allow myself to be blackmailed by busybodies who are waiting. Dele will soon go to Aso Rock to go and beg for appointment. And that's the cheap blackmail that we all get in Nigeria. A man who has been who has never been in power in 42 years. You are now saying he's desperate. No, I'll be 65 next year. And I have my plans already for my retirement. I've completed the leadership center in Ibadan with library, with everything. The path I've chosen for myself is different. I want to be free to tell my friends the truth, because in the future, someone will say, but you spoke about all the other leaders. How come you couldn't speak about Bola Tinubu? And that is why I am addressing this letter to the president, that please cut the waste. That is the number one. It's very urgent. Then empower our youth by igniting a vocational revolution. It's not just about people going to school. We have so many graduates, if not millions of them now, who can find jobs. There are things you can do. Now they say they are sending 50,000 naira to about 3 million Nigerians. I beg, how does that make sense in a country of over 200 million people? That money could have created more than 1 million fresh entrepreneurs who will get 1 million each immediately. And then those ones, you have the domino effect. Those ones will now employ people, 5 to 10 people each. You don't give, there is no way you just give money out as if it's water. The Buhari people did it. They will put cash on table. At this time and age, in these modern times, put cash on table, and people will queue up like beggars to come and collect 5,000 naira. It's demeaning on Nigerians. Nigerians are too brilliant, too energetic, and too ambitious for them to be reduced to robots.